Hey, good morning. Welcome to the morning brief. Today's Friday. Yeah, April 10th. So Friday. Woo, I'm glad it's Friday. It's been a rough week. The war in Iran is creating all kinds of issues. So looking at forexfactory.com news calendar, you can see at 8:30 a.m. we had core CPI, which is only 0.2%, expected 0.3. Remember that core, they take out all the good stuff. Regular CPI month over month was zero point 0.9 versus 1.0%. Still elevated, but better than it was expected. CPI year over year was 3.3% versus 3.4. Remember that this is not saying that inflation is going down. It just means it's growing slightly less than expected. This is a positive number, which means inflation is still growing. Prices are still going up, but at a rate that is less than what they expected. So still not a good number. At 10 a.m., we have preliminary University of Michigan consumer sentiment and preliminary University of Michigan inflation expectations. Also factory orders month over month. And then at 2 p.m., we have the federal budget balance. Looking at charts, looking at the daily chart, you can see that we had 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be the fifth day up. So why do I bring that up? Because the market loves threes, fives, sevens, and 12s. So it'd be very probable that this could be a up day just based on that pattern alone. That being said, what do we got going on? I think that this high volume node at 69.39 is definitely within range. We are above the moving averages. On the downside, maybe that high volume node there, 67.78-ish, above the trend lines. Short-term uptrend, medium-term downtrend, long-term still uptrend. So yeah, that's sort of the bigger picture. Looking at the overnight action, or I should say inventory from yesterday, this is very disconcerting to me. We have negative inventory, minus 7,500 contracts on a pretty decent sized up day. To me, this was like the smart money moving to the sideline saying, thank you very much for the last couple of days. I'm moving back to the sidelines. That's what this kind of screamed. We had some good days, especially on the daily chart. You can see that big day here, another big day. Let's take some profits off. Let's take some money out. Let's move to the sidelines. That's what this feels like. We'll have to just wait and see what happens, but that's what this is telling me. Looking at the overnight action, so 38 points, and that includes this most recent CPI bump here. Without that, we would have been really close to average. It would have only been about a 22 point, which is right around 22 to 25 average. We're at 38 as we speak due to the spike up from CPI. Where is support and resistance? So if we look for resistance on the top side, 6,900, yes, 6,910, 69.17, 18, 69.27. On the downside, support 68.51, 68.40, 68.30, 68.12. There you have support and resistance. Stock Traders Almanac for today is 52.4, 52.4. So a slight positive bias to the upside from the Stock Traders Almanac. Hope you have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday morning. Remember to subscribe and like. See ya. Hey, thanks for watching the morning brief. Check out my website for more information, oneononetrading.com. Take a look at the Troy levels, a trade location finder for the futures markets. Help you find those levels of support and resistance that are just so hard to find. I also do personal coaching and mentorships. So go ahead and take a look at my website, oneononetrading.com.